When exporting to a country that does not have a free trade agreement with the United States, the importer may request a generic certificate of origin that documents where the goods originated. This generic certificate of origin may need to be certified by a Chamber of Commerce in the country of origin. I'll tell you more about certificates of origin and show you a couple options for creating them. But before we get started, make sure you like this video and subscribe to this channel so you don't miss any of our videos sharing practical advice for exporters and importers. There are two types of certificates of origin: a free trade agreement certificate and a generic certificate. The U.S. currently has trade agreements with 20 countries that allow you to export certain goods to those countries duty-free. In order to qualify, an item needs to meet specific country of origin requirements that need to be documented, usually in a free trade agreement certificate of origin. Watch my video about free trade agreement certificates of origin for more details. For most other countries, a generic certificate of origin is the type of certificate that may be required. That's what I'm focusing on in this video. You should check with the importer or the customs authority in the country of import, if you are handling the import yourself, to see if you need a generic certificate of origin and if it needs to be signed by the exporter, stamped by a Chamber of Commerce, and signed by an authorized chamber representative. In some rarer cases, additional documents like the commercial invoice or the packing list also need to be stamped, and they may also need to go through an extra step of being legalized. That's why it's important that you check with the importer to confirm the import country requirements. A generic certificate of origin doesn't include a lot of details other than information about the exporter and importer and a list of the products, including the country of origin of each. The advantage of using software like Shipping Solutions to create a certificate of origin and all your other export forms is that all the information is shared between the documents. That means you don't have to type this information on the certificate of origin and then go re-enter it on the commercial invoice, the packing list, a bill of lading, or any of the other export forms. Re-entering the same information over and over again obviously takes extra time, but it also increases the likelihood that some of the information is entered incorrectly, which may cause problems with your shipment and may result in delays getting paid. The most time-consuming part of creating a generic certificate of origin is getting it signed by the chamber. Once I've completed the document, I need to print it out, take it to a chamber office, wait for it to be reviewed, and then hopefully stamped and signed, return to my office, and then send it to the importer. Customs authorities in almost every country now accept an electronic certificate of origin, or ECO, that is electronically signed by a Chamber of Commerce, who then registers the legitimacy of the certificate with customs authorities worldwide. I can submit my certificate of origin information from the Shipping Solutions software directly to a Chamber of Commerce and get back the ECO, often on the very same day, saving me both time and money. I just print it out on a color printer and I can then forward it to the importer. If you want to learn more about electronic certificates of origin, or if you're ready to create one now, you'll find a link below to the Shipping Solutions website where you can do that. If you liked this video, like it, share it, and make sure you're subscribed to our channel. Watch for more videos sharing real practical advice about export documentation, compliance, and the latest changes affecting exporters. You'll also find hundreds of articles about every aspect of exporting on our blog, shippingsolutions.com/blog. You'll find a link below.